All right, guys, so here is absolutely everything you'll need to do essentially a full 30K maintenance package on the Subaru WRX. Essentially, I believe everything for Kyle's car. There's a mix of some stuff for my car as well, but for Kyle's car, the total was $287. Subaru quoted him, I think, $800 total, so it's pretty significant savings just by sourcing these parts ourselves and doing the work ourselves. And essentially, the quality of a lot of these components will be increased based on or compared to the stock Subaru or what the traditional Subaru maintenance uses. So let's get into it. We're going to be starting in the engine with spark plugs. These are the NGK laser iridium. To help us with that process, we have 14mm socket specifically for these spark plugs, and there is a little bit of a rubber retainer in there to help us. I don't know if you guys can see that maybe, but it'll help hold on to those plugs as we're going down into the engine bay. We do have a nice magnetic tool down there as well to help us with that process. It's a nice swivel head on here to help us. A couple different size ratchets. I think this has a 3/8, so hopefully that is long enough and thin enough to get down in there to hit the sides of the boxer engine. Also in the engine bay, we'll be doing the intake filter, which is in this white box, and then here's the cabin air filter. Also part of that engine, we'll be doing an oil change using the 8100 Motul X-Clean EFE, which is probably the absolute best for WRXs.
Yeah, it's what all the tuners said, you know, get this. Everyone on the forum said to get this as well, so that's what we went with.
Yeah, using the stock Subaru oil filter. Don't fix what ain't broke, I guess. Crush washer for the drain plug on the oil drain plug, and then we'll also be replacing that with the
Fumoto oil drain valve. So in the picture it tells you exactly what it's going to do. So you replace this with the drain plug with this, and so now for your next oil change, all you got to do is pick this up and turn it, which can never happen while you're driving, and you can attach a hose if you want to, or just use it when it comes out here, and it makes oil changes so easy. So this is fantastic to get. Had it on my last WRX, worked out great. Oil changes, you know, made it so easy because you never want to go under there. You're taking it out, it gets your hands all oily. Now you just go underneath, flip a switch basically. So easy, so nice.
All right, moving on. Also to help us with those, we do have a torque wrench in this box. Right on top, that is the breaker bar, but in here we have the torque wrench. We'll be torquing down everything to spec, the spark plugs, the drain plugs, everything we need. We have our nice gloves here to keep our hands clean. Moving on to under the car to help us, we have we'll be doing essentially a front differential / transmission fluid change, and then we'll also be doing a rear differential. We're using the Gear 30 fluid from Motul. That is the
75 W90.
75 W90.
And then
for that, we'll just need the 1/2" breaker bar in the rear. We'll show you guys that. We have our gasket for the front drain plug on the front differential / transmission, and then we have a T70 torque spit for that.
That is the part number. So you can pause the video in case you need it.
Oh, look at that autofocus. Woo!
Nice camera.
We also have...
This was $2 at Subaru.
Yeah.
The
Don't
$2,
use your gaskets, guys.
36 cents.
Do it right. Buy the new thing. Yeah. We have the...
Pump off Amazon.
Yeah, nice and simple. It'll help us pull and also feed in the rear and also the front fluids. So...
Yeah.
I think that is it. We're going to be using this jack stand and jacks, you know, don't flame me, it is the Amazon kind, but it'll work. It'll keep us safe. Never just go under a car with just jacks, guys. Always use the jack stands. Yeah, I think that is it.
We'll have a shop one day with a nice lift with project cars. We'll get there.
Yeah. Hey, if any of you companies out there want to sponsor us and buy us a 2-post lift, that'd be wonderful. I mean, it's not that expensive, right?
For anything.
Yeah, anything at all.
Grim Speed, Nvidia, any of you guys.
We're so poor, help us. Anyways, cool. Let's get into it. All right, guys, we're starting with the oil change. I like to take the filter off because it relieves pressure from the bottom up. So
Also gives you back pressure when you're. How are you looking?
well, it was looking pretty good actually.
Not bad.
All right. Oh, you're about to get splashed, man. So, got the Greddy magnetic drain plug.
Fancy.
Yeah, we'll see how it works. Heads up. Just gonna go for it. Let's see. Like a ninja, man.
Quick like a ninja. And that's why you buy the Fumoto quick drain. And you never have to deal with that again.
It would have been fine, but the magnet got stuck, actually. That's funny. Yeah, it's a decent amount. Not much, but again, I mean, I rubbed most of them off onto the oil pan, unfortunately.
Time to part out.
But, so there's the magnet, guys. Time to part out. Yeah, there's a little bit of residue. But, I mean, the oil looks great. There's not really many metal shavings, so that's good. Either the magnet doesn't work or my engine is healthy. We'll have to find out.
Magnet doesn't work.
I mean, it definitely works on the oil pan. See?
Oh yeah, it does. That's nice. You can keep it there.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna let that drain. We're gonna go over to Kyle's car and do the same thing. Just drain the two at the same time.
Okay.
So this is a pet peeve of mine. I hate when people do this. They take the old oil and they lubricate here, and it's infinitesimal. It's a tiny bit of old oil. But every time I see it online, I'm like, I don't think you should be doing that. Just use the new oil. But you know what? I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna get the new oil.
I'm doing it wrong. We're gonna see whose car blows up first.
How the fuck do I even open this?
I was thinking that myself. Flip,
Yeah?
possibly. Flip
Yeah,
and
that's
twist,
it. Yep, that's it for sure.
and then turn. Nope. Push, pull, twist, flick.
Oh, look at that.
All right.
This little easy pour drain.
Look at that. That's impressive.
And then another.
Oh my god. The 5-step process.
Good job, Motul.
You need an engineering degree just to open that thing. How's that feel? Make sure you put it all in the driveway.
Yeah.
Stick your finger in the hole.
Oh.
That's smarter. Ooh. Flip it up. There you go. Gorgeous.
Just in case. We want to make sure she is well oiled. Dry rubber is bad rubber, especially when there's heat involved. So it's completely drained now.
Well, I'm not going to tell them to put it on righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. If you do that
Remember,
wrong,
this is hand tight. I saw on a forum the other night people asking for the torque specs on the oil filter.
4 chuggas.
4 good chuggas, yeah. So we have our torque wrench here, adapted to the 3/8 14 millimeter for that Greddy drain plug. We are torquing this down to 32 foot-pounds. So
That's equivalent to 3 Ugga Chuggas if you're using an impact gun.
So let's get the 30. I don't have the fancy
Digital one?
digital one, so there's 30.
They're so nice.
Plus a tiny bit. Lock it down. Where's my little Greddy boy? Alright. That's it. I didn't feel like 32, but alright. That'll do.
Okay.
Let's get her filled up.
Now we gotta.
What does the cap say? engine oil. Okay, that's the right one.
Earl. Earl.
Got a motor engine oil.
Ooh. Nice golden color.
So, still on the low end. We're just at the lower dot, so let's add a bit more. Now that everything's warm and we don't really have to turn it over again, but come on. Need a high intensity dipstick, performance dipstick. That's the next model. Yeah. Kyle's car now. We're going to be installing the Fumoto drain plug, quick drain plug.
So this thing is super cool. So this goes in, comes with a washer. So, as you can see, it's open. So when I want to close it, go over here. Now it's closed, and it's got a little plastic locking piece that holds it.
We took the plastic piece off so that we can
Yeah.
tighten it down and torque it down and all that good stuff.
Let me just...
Turn.
So hand tight is right there.
I kind of want to hit it with the torque wrench, but
Yeah, I'm happy with that. So,
all right, let's get Kyle's filled up, and we'll get back to you guys. Same process as my car. We'll probably just
put mine in backwards.
we'll get back to you guys once we start working on the front transmission and then the rear diff. So we just got this bolt broken, freely spinning. That thing was on there tight. I don't know what the last guy did or the previous technician.
Or the robot that probably put it on.
Yeah,
for the
we
first time.
had to use a tent pole as an extension on this breaker bar, and this is a pretty significant breaker bar, just to get the amount of leverage, if you're British or not.
Wow.
Yeah, that was insane. We tried kicking this. We tried, holding
of
on
us.
in both of our legs at the same time,
Yeah,
and the thing would not move.
That was
so
on there, man.
that was really on there. So we got it broken. Let's spin this. Woo. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of paper towels. Oops, my bad. But yeah, so transmission fluid is nasty stuff. You really do not want any on your skin. I say as I look at my wrist and notice it's on there. So we're gonna let that drain out. I believe it's 3.4 quarts up in the front. So yeah. When you're reaching down in there for the front transmission fluid, you're looking for this ring. This is the little weird dipstick. So you can read that. Yep. Low and full. Really make sure the funnel's in there good, because you don't want transmission fluid dripping anywhere. It is absolutely nasty, viscous stuff. So terribly awkward, but if anybody can see this. That hole down there. That's what we're going for. That dipstick.
So we're gonna try to loosen the top, and then which is the fill, and then we're going to.
Oh, okay. So that already makes me feel good. I'm not sure what this yellow crusty stuff is, but
Probably a Loctite of sorts. I wonder if it's filled up to there.
so a little bit should come out, they say. Oh. That looks completely empty. That's not good. Well, we are tipped a little bit this way though, so.
Alright guys, so we just took out the top one, and then the bottom one. Had a tough time with the bottom one, almost stripped it out. But finally got it out, drained it. The GoPro died, so we forgot to film that. But so then we just used the pump, and the pump is super easy. One end is stuck, and the other end just, you know, is where it comes out. And you can do it in like 5 pumps. It's actually pretty quick. So now we're just gonna tighten this up here. And the torque spec is 38, I believe.
So we're gonna be working on Kyle's cabin filter here. Pretty simple. See this little support thing? Just pop that out. If I can with one hand. There we go. Basically, you have 2 tabs holding in little plastic pieces. So let's see if I can get this. All right, so took his glove box off. We're just going for this plastic piece in here. Again, I'll probably need 2 hands for this, but let's see if I can hold the GoPro, click those, and oh boy! Where's this? Oh boy! Yeah, good thing we're doing this. Simple. Simple click in, bing bang boom, done. I took off the airbox, or the funnel there. We keep this airbox on, I think I can get down in there. Okay, I moved the ECU up on top, took those 2 bolts off. Removed the battery, so I got those out. As you can see, I removed those coil packs in here. Now I just gotta reach in with the spark plug socket and take those spark plugs out. Alright guys, so using a little extension here is my spark plug socket, and ooh, she is crusty. Let's pull her out. So you can see there's a little retaining mechanism that holds onto the plug really well. Yeah, let's work on the other ones and we'll get back to you.
Alright, so I'm going to take out the battery and the airbox, and I'll catch back up with you guys because I think Kevin already showed you how to do that on his. He's working on his right now. Number 3?
4.
Number 4. This side is already out?
Yeah.
That side is out.
Alright guys, so Kyle was smart and he's doing the full prep to do the spark plugs and remove those coil packs. I just took my scoop funnel thing off. He's actually taking the airbox off. Here's a quick tip for those of you who do not have really long extensions. We're using my breaker bar, which has a 1/2-inch drive on the back, as an extension, and it seems to work pretty well. I somehow have a that's so cool, a 10mm 1/2-inch drive, which is kind of odd, but hey, whatever works, right? Next, you'll just be doing these on the top of the ECU, pull it up off the bracket there, and then just sit on top so you can reach those coil packs. Now on my end, I'm just finishing up on that last, you can kind of see the top of the socket, or the top of the extension reaching in there, the last coil right now. The plugs don't look too bad. Yeah, they're a bit burnt up, but I mean, they're all gonna look that because they're, you know, they're making explosions. So, what do you guys think? How do they look? I'm not an expert. This is my first time changing spark plugs. It looks like they are the same kind. Maybe mine are the iridium, these aren't, but yeah, they are the exact same, but yeah. These are pre-gapped, for any of you wondering. So, yep, let's throw these in the car and then tighten everything down. I don't know if Kyle talked to anything, but if anybody wants the torque specs, these are on you can pause the video here. Let's see if I can get that to focus. All right, oil drain plug, 32 foot-pounds. Front diff / transmission plug, 32.5 foot-pounds. Rear diff, 38. Coil packs are 6 foot-pounds, and spark plugs are 12.9, which is going to be very difficult to put on a non-electronic torque wrench. So 12 torque specs are super important, and if you do them wrong, you could really mess up the next time you go in to do these maintenance. So also, my handwriting is like a 3-year-old, so ignore that. All right, let's go throw the new plugs in the car. All right, guys, so I got those torqued down to spec. Easiest way was to do the swivel socket with the plug at the end, the socket plug. So torque those down to 12.9. Now we're on to the coil packs on this side, and then do it all again on the other side.
It's the end of the day. We hit a couple of roadblocks with the install on the new spark plugs. We had a bit of a roadblock with the Subaru techs tightening down one of the drain ports on the rear diff a bit too tight. So a little bit of trouble here and there, but we managed to get everything done. Kyle's car is up and running.
It's alive.
It's alive, yeah. I just took mine for a drive as well. No issues. My intake sounds slightly different for some reason, but I don't know. I moved the airbox around. 19 PSI, everything's running smooth. The car definitely does feel a lot smoother, so oil changes, super important, guys. Always keep up on your maintenance. I think that's all we have for you today. One thing we did not talk about yet is pricing. As we mentioned earlier, all the parts we did, so we did cabin filter, intake filter, spark plugs, front and rear diff, transmission, front diff / transmission fluid, oil change, oil filter, and basically all of that for $287. It's almost $300. We had the same exact thing quoted, actually without the spark plugs, directly from a Subaru dealership around us, and they gave us an offer of $800 total for parts and labor. So in total, we saved ourselves, or Kyle did, because he did the full shop, we did the full maintenance kit, I guess you could say. Kyle saved $500, which is crazy. That's an entire modification right there. Was it difficult? Yeah. But if you have the right tools and you have patience and the previous owner didn't over torque your bolts, then you should be good. If you guys have any questions about maintenance on these cars, if you have any comments, do you guys do your own maintenance? Do you go to Subaru? What do you go for Subaru for? Personally, I did the diff fluid and transmission fluid at Subaru. I did the PCV valve at the same time as my 30K maintenance, but the oil changes, pads, plugs, all that good stuff, I tend to do on my own. Yeah, so let us know down below. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching.
I was just saying I should be late around 9 to 9:45 is first half.
Look at these two.
Oh, what's up? Yeah, that price, $287, is including shipping and taxes. Okay. So that's like full price. Import Image Racing also. That's where we
They're the plug. They're the plug for sure, guys.
Say, you know, we got the hook up there, got me the whole kit. Dude, they shipped so quick too. I ordered it Tuesday afternoon and it was here on Thursday. Can't beat that.
Cool. All right, guys, that's all we got for you today. Like I said, hit that notification bell. We have a really cool video coming up for my car. Finally, a new mod. My car, everything's been on Kyle so far, or recently. So, yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.